All right, y'all, let's keep this going and carry on with our way too early rankings. This time, we're going over our way too early wide receiver top 10 rankings. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, starting at number 10, we got the one and only Jalen Waddle. I love this guy this year. I didn't know he was going to be as electrifying as he was. He did really good, but I thought Tyreek Hill coming over was going to really hurt into his production, and boy, was I wrong. Jalen Waddle was going all over the place. It didn't matter if Tyreek Hill was on the field. He even had some boom games over Tyreek Hill when he needed it the most. Tua Tagovailoa was actually really good this year. He was able to carry on two wide receivers. They're both fantasy relevant. I think it went awesome. Jalen Waddle is going to produce really high. I think the Miami Dolphins offense is going to be really, really high. I have Jalen Waddle definitely slotted here as my number 10. Now, coming in at number 9, let's go over Devonte Adams. Adams not going to have his buddy Carr anymore. I don't think Devonte Adams is going to be very happy if he ends up being stuck in Oakland. Who knows who the quarterback's going to be? Is it going to be Stidham? I don't know, but he's not going to have a quarterback being viable enough to keep Adams where he needs to be fantasy-wise and fantasy. He can't produce this way. Everybody wants to say, oh, Devonte Adams, they're thinking about the name right now. Think about all the good years he had with Aaron Rodgers. It's not going to be like that in 2023. I dropped Devonte Adams all the way down to my number 9 guy, and I'm telling you, he may even drop a little bit further by the time the offseason goes. I have to just see how everything plays out with the draft and the free agency and such. But right now, Devonte Adams is definitely at my number 9. Moving on to number 8, we got Amon St. Brown, and boy, was I wrong about this guy. I thought he was going to be a bust this year. I thought the rookie Williams would come in a lot earlier than when he did and take a lot of those receptions away from him, but no, it didn't work out that way. So he's the number 1 clear guy, even with the rookie coming back. I think Amon St. Brown has a hold of that number 1 wide receiver spot. He's got the rapport with Jared Goff. I think you can't beat having a number 1 wide receiver that you can trust and can produce for you week in and week out, and I think that's what you can get at Amon St. Brown. I got him slotted in as my number 8. Now moving on to number 7, we're going over with CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, he's a young guy. I think he's 23 years old. He can produce at a very, very high level as long as Dak Prescott can stay healthy and stop throwing any interceptions. CeeDee Lamb can produce for you as a wide receiver number 1. He's doing very, very well. I think he's going to continue to do that. They have Dalton Schultz at the tight end spot. I think if they can get a something better than maybe Gallup at the wide receiver 2 spot, CeeDee Lamb could probably even see even a better kind of coverage. They don't have to have double coverage all the time on Lamb, and I think you might be able to see a really, 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 really good year from CeeDee Lamb, possibly even top 5. We'll see how everything goes, but he could be really good. Draft CeeDee Lamb, you won't be sorry. Moving over to number 6, I have Stefan Diggs, dropping just a little bit than I had in my rankings last year. Josh Allen just didn't target Stefan Diggs like he did 2 years ago. It was just Stefan Diggs, laser. Not anymore. He kind of went over to Gabe Davis and everything else, kind of spread the ball around a little bit. He even worked Devin Singletary into the mix a little bit more rushing game. So Stefan Diggs still an amazing wide receiver. I would be happy to have him on my team. He's just not that dominant top 5 guy that I had last year, but put him in your lineup if you can. I got him here at number 6 at my wide receivers. You can't go wrong with that guy either. Moving over to number 5, the number 1 guy that I had last year was Cooper Kupp, and I've got him now at number 5. He had a rough year. He got injured. Matthew Stafford got injured. Will Stafford be back? We don't know. Is it going to be Baker Mayfield? We don't know. We don't know what his quarterback position is, but I still think his talent alone, the way he runs the routes, the way he can catch the ball, I think he's still going to be able to produce for you fantasy-wise no matter who the quarterback is. They're not going to have a complete bum there. It's going to either be Matthew Stafford or it's going to be Baker Mayfield. In my opinion, it's one of those 2 guys, and I think Cooper Kupp will be fine with either one of those guys, so I got him slotted in as my number 5. Moving over to number 4, we have A.J. Brown, the guy coming over from Tennessee, matched up with his friend and Jalen Hurts. I'm telling you, they have a connection. Hurts likes to force the ball to him quite a bit. He gets those long, deep throws, just kind of Hail Mary up in the air, and A.J. Brown can come down with those. So he's a really good guy to have on your team. That's why I have him slotted here at number 4. Number 3, I'm going to go ahead and say Jamar Chase. I know a lot of people probably have him at number 2, but I'm going to put him at number 3 right now. Jamar Chase, There's nothing bad that I can say about this guy playing with Joe Burrow as college quarterback. The dude, he's a phenomenal wide receiver, a young talent. He can beat any secondary he wants to. He gets plenty of receiving yards. There's nothing else I can really say about Jamar Chase. He's an amazing wide receiver, but I have him slotted in as number 3. Number 2, based on that boom potential that I absolutely love, I gotta go with Tyreek Hill. This dude is electrifying. Doesn't matter if Patrick Mahomes is throwing the ball or if Tua is throwing the ball. He's gonna make some plays. He's phenomenal. I have him as my number 2 wide receiver this year. Depends on what's going on now with Tua with all the concussions. If Tua ends up calling it a career because medically he just can't go anymore and they have another young quarterback, Tyreek Hill will plummet in my rankings. But as of right now, as long as Tua is the quarterback, I mean, I've already seen it. Tua can produce with Tyreek Hill. I got Tyreek at number 2. Number 1, there's no question. He's number 1 on everybody's board. It's going to be Justin Jefferson. This dude is on another level right now. He's completely tearing up the whole league. He's putting up 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 yards a game, it seems like. That nobody can cover the guy. He's cocky. He knows he's good. He's got Kirk Cousins' trust. He's getting the ball thrown up to him where he's the number 1 guy. He's probably going to be the number 1 overall player taken in a lot of leagues if they don't want to take the running back position, but you know, it is what it is. But these are my top 10 way too early rankings for the wide receiver. If you're interested in seeing my top 10 way too early for my running backs, just go ahead and click right here. Go ahead. It's a pretty good video.